All right, YouTubers, this is a little Chevy Trax. It's a loaner, because if you watched old videos of me doing dumb things, I had an accident with her Nissan. So we have this loaner while the Nissan is getting fixed. Trax is nice, a little bitty. Seems all right. We just got it today. And now on to what I'm here to talk to you about. GoPro. All right, YouTubers, this video is different than normal. For me, usually I try to tell you things and give my opinions. I don't ever try to act like I know everything. So this video is the exact opposite. I'm going to ask you questions about stuff I don't know anything about. So a little quick backstory. The Voice and I, if you watch this a lot, you know the Voice. If you don't, the Voice is my girlfriend who doesn't like being on camera. So she got named the Voice by somebody because she's never on camera. So I have this 1999 Leisure Travel Class B that I love, and she has this 2004 or 5, I always get it wrong, Explorer on a Mercedes Sprinter van, which is very rare. But our problem is we've been traveling together in separate vans for a while now, and we're starting to kick around the idea of getting one van for both of us. Our problem is I have the cat, she has a dog. They don't get along. They're probably going to require heavy doses of medication. So, okay, I'm going to get to the point. We are thinking of, I might keep mine because it's not worth as much, but getting a new RV. And probably a Class C, even though I don't love Class Cs. I don't really like the bunk over. But I don't know anything about who makes good Class Cs, or my preference actually is what everybody likes to call a B+, which isn't really a B+. So we're looking like everybody, 12 years old to 5 years old kind of deal. And I was going to throw out a few ideas of brands that I like looking at. But the reason why I'm posting this is asking people that have more knowledge about them, because I last bought an RV, like I've had Eddie 12 years now. So I don't know and remember who makes good products. You know, a lot of times everybody raves that our RVs are the best ones out there. But when you talk to people that know, they might say, stay away from Winnebago. They might say, stay away from Forest River or whatever. So I come to you, wonderful people on the internet land, to see if you can offer me advice like that, us advice like that. And I was going to talk about some of the ones that we actually started looking at. And this, for me, I take a long time to make big decisions, and I make smaller decisions really fast. Like when I bought my van, I looked at dozens of vans until I finally found the make and model that I wanted. Then I had to find the one. And once I found the one, I snapped on it. But that process for me was long. And, you know, every RV video I've made is the worst thing you can do when you buy an RV is to buy the wrong RV for you. So that's why you ask people. And sadly, it's winter, where my best advice to other people always has been, if you want to buy an RV, go to a big campground, look around at all the RVs, and people will show you theirs, and they'll tell you the truth that a dealer won't tell you about what they like and what they don't like. So let me throw some few of them out there to you and see if this gets anything back for helping us with our decision. I'm going to take a break. When it comes to slides, you know, if you've never had one, you hear all the horror stories, but I'm wondering if people have had problems of their own. I also know that not all slide mechanisms are made the same from brand to brand, and even within brands, sometimes they use cheaper or better slides. So that's a thing. What has your experience been with a slide? Would you recommend or avoid? Like I said, I really prefer a thing that doesn't truly exist, a B+. They're all C's. They just don't have the bunk over. So they try to call them a B+. Another note, we're not really fans of Mercedes, so we probably would have to find one that's not a Mercedes, but we really like the Lexington. Again, we're talking 5 to 12 years old. Really like the Lexington. I think it's the 265 DS. No twin beds. Nobody wants twin beds. I don't know why people get twin beds. If you do, that's up to you. So the Lexingtons, we like those. Born Free. I've always heard great things about Born Frees. I've been in a few Born Frees and they always seem nice. The Jayco Melbourne, that looks really nice. I've seen them, never been in one. Her favorite is probably the Lexington from what we've seen, but seeing and seeing are two different things. And those are all like the B plus kind of thing, because you're going to get a little bit better gas mileage. I consistently in my van get 15. I think she gets around 20 to 21. And we know going to something bigger, we're going to lose that decent gas mileage. We don't want to go above 28 feet would be the max. Probably 27, 26 is where we'd like to be. Possibility of towing a car, maybe, probably, hopefully not, but maybe. So I'm trying to talk fast and not make this very long. The Thor Chateau 22E, we like that. If anybody knows, any experience with those. The Winnebago Trend, I believe that's the one that has the bed that comes down. I always get it wrong. So whatever one that has a bed that lowers down from the ceiling, to me seems awesome, because I don't, and she doesn't either. I'm not dealing with a pieces parts bed or a fold out bed. I want an actual bed. The Winnebago Trend, maybe that's the one that lowers down. Phoenix Cruisers are nice. Anybody know anything about Phoenix Cruisers? Coach House, those are always very nice. So I'm making a weird request, I guess, in a way of somebody saying, if any of these I mention or anything you think falls into that 26-foot thing, just please, 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 please. I don't beg for comments much, but I'm begging for comments down below for your expertise, if you have expertise. Or even if it's my brother loves his, I'll take that. That's good enough for me. Winnebago Aspect, really like those. The Coachman Freelander. Did I say Winnebago Trend? I might have said Winnebago Trend. I think I did already. There's that little part of me that says Cruise America. They sell those, they're 3-4 years old. They sell those really cheap. They're base models and cheap ones, but you can get them cheap. I don't think I would go with Cruise America, but if anybody out there bought one and had a good experience, that would be cool too. You can save a lot of money to get something that you would hope is at least serviced regularly, beat up by people closing doors hard and not knowing what they're doing. But you would hope that it's serviced consistently before they put it out, because we all know many people don't take care of their stuff, privately owned stuff. A lot of people don't take care of their vehicles. And in my case, my van's 25 years old and it's starting to look 25 years old, So let me think of a wrap up if I can consolidate any more questions that I have for you. I'll be right back again. Okay, I think I probably hit it relatively quickly enough. I'm really hoping for some comments out there from people that watch a lot. I know most of the people that watch mine watch van stuff, but maybe if I put a good title and draw some attention, I'll get good advice from people that know out there in YouTube land, because the best people to ask about RVs are people that own RVs, not salesmen, the ones that are just trying to find out how much money they can get you to spend. And it's hard with the RV industry. A lot of brand names have been sold and bought by different companies, and it can be difficult to figure out who's actually making a quality product, because, I know that Lexingtons and Born Frees and Coach Houses are made really well. That's why they're usually pretty expensive. But if you get looking around, you can find a good deal on older stuff. So maybe people out there will give us the advice we're looking for of what to avoid and how to narrow our search down, because that's all it comes down to. As I said at the beginning, I've always known the most important thing about going RVing is having the right RV for you. We like going into smaller places. We don't want a big honking one. I kicked around the idea of a travel trailer because I pulled a huge boat in the past, but I don't have a truck to pull it, and that, you know, trucks are super expensive, and I just don't want that. So we're thinking of sticking with either a Class C or a B plus, somewhere in the 26-foot range, which I've said all this already, so I'm repeating myself. But maybe while you're listening to me repeating myself, you're actually typing in a comment telling me I know the perfect thing you guys should be looking for. Okay, that's all I got. Help some Class B people trying to look at other options than Class Bs, because I think we could get by in a Class B, us together all the time, but our animals, it's just not going to work. And even one of these setups would probably require baby gates separating these two off, and like I said, loads of drugs in them to keep them cool, to keep them calm. Our other option is finding some lakefront property and just buying a place and not RVing very much, which is probably why I would keep my Class B, because it's not as worth much money, and then we could use that for shorter trips. But when things start getting 25 years old, your confidence level goes down a little bit in those, and we both have those. Like, I've taken long trips in mine and it does great, but you know, it's time to start thinking about something new. And if we don't find a lake house, maybe we'll just start spending 6, 8, 9 months traveling around the world, you know, just wandering around the world in different areas. But right now we're thinking we want to look to see if a different RV would suit our needs better. So like I said, just long ramble. I wish I could have got 2 minutes in and 100,000 views and 100,000 comments of people telling me this one's great, so I could find some commonalities on what people think. But hopefully, please comment below on recommendations on something in the 26-foot area. All right. As always, have a great and wonderful day.